Welcome to MachismoTV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Our channel covers a range of topics including current events, fitness, personal development, and technology to help you look, feel, and live your best life. Tune in for actionable advice and engaging discussions. We the willing, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
So join up. Do your part. There's a long war ahead, and we need you. So join up. And we need you.
Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it? Have you any idea how successful censorship is on TV? Don't know the answer? Successful, isn't it?
About how we can better ourselves and further ourselves, further your mind, you know what I'm saying?
How you gon' wear my trust when the life is
Let's be clear, this is
How you gon' be in no love when the bed don't sleep?
invasion.
Deep crash your feelings in the middle of the street. When you was at your lowest, tell me where the hoes was at. When you was at your lowest, tell me where the bros was at. 3:30 in the morning, scroll through the call up. Ain't nobody but the mirror looking for the fall off. I love when you count me out. 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 My name is in your mouth.
Might be about you. Next run might be about you.
Conductor. Welcome to the new era. Yo. This that purple technique for 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐎𝐾. Hey, yo. Imagine getting murdered with the ace in some village. It sure is. Yeah. DJ Drama.
Hey, yo, I'ma take it back to the ski mask Chanel. CO with my mail. I can never fail. I can be through you. I can tell you would tell. You ain't never ate rules, Chris in the cell. Everything real. You moving at a pace of a snail. Supreme clientele, cause my cocaine fail. This rap going to hype. My coke out as well with Egypt. Meeting Goldman's.
Chains.
Stay a real one. Mastermind the game plan to make a meal from. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. It's real. Pearls before swine. Girls with strong minds. The world is all mine. It's like hurry up and wait, it's a long line. You got the right idea, but at the wrong time. Timepieces, I find peace, my mind reaches new levels, new devils, the least speechless. Speak truth to power, minutes turn to hours, yours become ours. Now it's new moves, rules of engagement. I leave out with the money, with who I came with. No more the same shit, but I'm still player. Get your main hit like your first single. Layers, fly ladies understand lingo. On the hotel rooftop, we met mingle. Tequila shots, the whole menu was bilingual. Sing along, you know the words, it's not a jingle. A man with a plan with a purpose. Standing ovation, we out, close the curtains. Yeah. Tell me how it feel, tell me how it feel. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Know the deal.
You like to eat?
Hell yeah, I like to eat. What you think? I got air in me? What the hell is wrong with you? Asking me dumb questions. He literally looked at my big ass and say, do you like to eat? I went by the gas station and put the air pump in my ass station. That's how I got blown up. I'm sorry. Stick a pin in me. I'ma be your size.
No, but you know sometimes people.
You know he don't date big girls.
I'm here today because Raymond rather play the video games than play with me. Look, here go your controllers, play with me. I'm your game, play with me. This your game, play with me. I'm your game, play with me. This your game. I cook, I clean, I pay the bills. I cook, I clean, I pay the bills. I cook. Mr. Baptiste, your woman is upset. Mr. Baptiste, let me ask you this. Do you play a lot of video games?
Ollie boy count cash, move sneaky. Paper in the daycare, paper in the kitchen on the phone, different story, different vision. Every office, cousin got position. Every meeting, bro, I got a mission. Smile for the photo, suit look clean. Under the table, whole crew eat green. Somebody scam king, ay. We run that, 8 bill gone, they can't get none back. On God, every hustle, every angle. Comrade, Carlo, say flip it up. Untangle, somebody scam king. Talk sweet, walk mean, dress code halal, money so hot I'm clean. Rebeat, sign here, that's the anthem. Whole block eating off the big boy scams. Damn, 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 damn.
Somebody scam king. Somebody scam king.
Talk sweet, talk sweet, talk sweet.
Scam king. Somebody scam king.
Talk sweet, talk sweet, talk sweet.
Scam king. Somebody scam king.
Talk sweet, talk sweet, talk sweet.
Scam king. Somebody scam king.
Freedom fighters, now they fight with spreadsheets. Laptop louder than the sound of the street. Grand after grand, feeding all the kids. Outside parking lot full of new whips. Charities, trucking, fake school, fake farm. Whole application like reading the charm. Refugee program, we help, we care. Back in Saxon, we just spit that shit. Comrade Carlos in the must front row at the door prayer. Plan where the funds go, one file here. One shell company there. By the time they notice, we in the air.
Somebody scam king.
We run that 8 bill gone, they can't get none back. On God, every hustle, every angle. Comrade Carlos, say flip it untangle.
Somebody scam king.
Talk sweet, walk mean, dress code halal, money so hot I'm clean. Habibi, sign here, that's the anthem. Whole block eating off the big boy scams. Damn, 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 damn.
Somebody scam king. Somebody scam king.
Talk sweet, talk sweet, talk sweet.
Somebody scam king.
Talk sweet, talk sweet, talk sweet.
Scam king. Somebody scam king.
Talk sweet, talk sweet, talk sweet.
Scam king.
Fine decorations. But the white boys had told all them French gals that we had tails. Then they found this ignorant colored soldier. Paid him to tie a tail to his ass and run around half naked making monkey sounds. They put him on a big round table in the Cafe Napoleon. Put a reed in his hand, crown on his head, blanket on his shoulders, and made him eat bananas in front of all them Frenchies. Oh, the white boys danced that night. Passed out leaflets with that boy's picture on it. Called him Moonshine, King of the Monkeys. And when we slit his throat, you know that fool asked us what he had done wrong.
Country shot.
My daddy told me we got to turn our backs on this kind, Wilkie. Close our ranks to the chitlins, the collard greens, the cornbread style. We are men, soldiers, and I don't intend for our race to be cheated out of its place of honor and respect in this war.
The pupils burn from the gaze of the sunlight. Trying to go legit this time with no gunfight. Straight flights to Ghana. My man got the gold connect. Bow-legged dude with chicks on deck. He got Navy sailors moving their crypto specs. Maybach Hummer, sound like a discotheque. His brother Stan blew off his own hand. He's in the mausoleums, couldn't show his respect. Back on, it's in the Coliseum. The monster's out, straight down in the opera house. Scorpion pendant, red stone in a lobster mouth. Diamonds embroidered in the Chinaware, speaking through Tesla phones. Tucked behind the ear, Snow White Royce, guts red with lasagna chairs. Scarface party was raw with mad lines in there. Everybody holding. Rock Rollers, Mad Nines in there. Hitters with gold fronts frontin'. What's the concierge? 50 years of hip hop, New York is the mascot. City is the backdrop. One more, you can holler at me. You can holler at me.
That I gotta be the best of all. That just cut and dried. I'm the best. Whether you like it or not, you're looking at, the greatest, the best looking man, the best dressed man. Long limousines, jet airplanes, custom-made clothes, and any woman in the world I want, just like that. You know what? Let's face it. If you're not carrying the big gold, you're second best no matter what you tell yourself. So gear up, ladies and gentlemen. Get used to it. Who you're looking at, the man.
The almighty, the legend. Legendary Westside.
Hollow be thy name,
Fly God himself.
You're looking at the man.
Here's another classic. The definition of hip hop. Here's another classic. The definition. Here's another classic. The definition of hip hop. Here's another classic. The definition.
Who's the master?
One, two, what up? We in the building. What up, Playboy? What up, chat? Salute to the chat. We get a sound check. Saul.
Mic check.
Yeah, you sound good. And Tito.
Yeah, what up?
Alright, what up? We back in the building. Mr. O gonna pop in a little bit later. He's still at work. Alright, man. This is the last show in Colombia. We probably gonna be down for 2 weeks while I get situated in Peru. So man, let's do it. Let's make it count. We actually got a good show lined up. We're gonna piggyback on Tito's stream with Vic Mensa earlier this week, doing his AstroTurf and chilling for the Democrats. We got a couple other things. A bit of fruit mongery. I got the pause button ready just in case. Salute to the chat. I seen you in here, Detroit. 𝐷𝐉𝐾𝐒, universal black shells, real black toxic masculinist, universal black. I said that. All right, bet. Let's go, Mr. O. So opening statement.
Hey, man, look, we're men here, but we gotta caution you on this broadcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm just gonna give this preface. The fruitmonger community likes to sneak in different places like chameleons and stuff, like snakes. Okay, and one of the ways they try to nullify you from being able to, you know, highlight them or shine what their agenda is by weaponizing their fruitmongerness by calling you the fruitmonger when in fact they are. You understand what I'm saying, right? So that's old shit. That's asinine. These are weak arguments and stuff like that. And we're to a place where we're gonna highlight some of their games and stuff like that, some of their tactics. You understand where I'm coming from? So, you know, be prepared to, you know, see anything tonight from, you know what I'm saying, these are weird ass reformed rappers, you know what I'm saying, you know, the gangster licious types, you know what I'm talking about, the homies over hoes, type of weird ass rappers, on to, you know what I mean, your classic stud rubber dick wearing, you know, types who want to agitate, you know, games. So that's one of the biggest fears, okay, of the fruitmonger community, is to be able to move between groups and operate as a virus, as a chameleon. You understand what I'm saying? And cause chaos with anybody detecting it. This is why they like to, once again, weaponize who they are against you, just so that, you know, they can continue to do the BS. You know what I mean? We're not doing that anymore. That shit is old. We see you, and we're not gonna allow this shit to happen. I'll land my plane there.
Yo, spot on. And actually, you touched on something spot on. Yo, Lord Lovesmith, what up, Playboy? You touched on something spot on with your opening statement. We remember the No Voting, No Fucking campaign. That was the first blatant, in-your-face, send the fruit mongers at the blackmail contingency in particular to get them to vote Democrat, right? And now, to Tito's point, because Tito is the one who sounded the alarm like, oh, it's election season, they about to start killing black people again to get you to race right type shit. Since those tactics aren't working, the Tito observation, what to your point, Saul, what I've noticed this election cycle is that a huge double downing on the fruitmongery directed at black men. I mean, is it me, or do you see it that way as also?
Yeah, I do see it. You know what I mean? So, you know, they're just, you know, but the good thing about this is that there's only so many plays that they have in the playbook. You know what I'm saying? We able to read this shit like the damn, you know, 1998 Denver Broncos or the damn 1985, you know, Chicago Bears. You know what I mean? We're reading the offense and we ain't letting it go down. You know what I mean? So y'all ain't getting no damn yardage, no progress, no nothing. You know what I mean? We out here sacking y'all whole ass. I land my plane there.
Yeah, no pun intended. Tito, all yours, Playboy.
I want y'all to be on the lookout. I understand that a lot of y'all, and I'm not trying to say that y'all like are not mentally on the ball, but I understand that the public education system after the 90s made a lot of compromises and shortfalls when it came to educating people about history and politics. In the coming days, I predict that you will see bread tubers like FD Signifier, 𝐷𝐿, public offender. You'll see guys like that trying to do a soft shoe launch of communism. Now, we all know that these guys are being paid by Democrats, but because there's factionalism on the left right now with the whole DSA thing, you never know who's going to be paid by who. So I think that in order to consolidate the gains that they make in a lot of these deep blue areas, because most of these DSA folks are winning in these deep blue areas. Trust me, they're gonna get their ass handed to them in statewide elections, probably countywide elections, but in these more precinct-wide elections, and trust me, U.S. representative elections are precinct-wide too. So how it usually goes in deep blue areas is that all you have to do is win the Democratic primary, because most likely you're gonna run unopposed, because the RNC isn't dumping money into a lot of these deep blue areas. They know that the people there are too far gone in most election cycles. So all you have to do is win the Democratic primary. So to consolidate their gains that they make in these deep blue areas, and to consolidate a caucus, if multiple DSA members end up going to Congress, people that are being paid by this faction of the left are going to try to sell communism to black people. Communists have been doing this ever since the late 1920s, right? You have some people that even intermingle a black identity itself with communism. I've seen this attempted, not on my motherfucking watch though. So that is the thing you need to watch out for. Now this week, I am going to be doing lives, letting you know what the truth is about communism for anybody who might be younger and who might have missed out on a true historical and political education, where there was diversity of ideas and everything like I got. And I'm not being condescending. I'm just saying the teachers unions, they set this shit up this way. And now it's starting to reap fruit, because you have people who are uneducated and unseasoned when it comes to politics. And like I said to y'all a lot of times engaging the average black person in a political conversation is almost akin to statutory rape. I'll land my plane now.
Well played, so I think you spot on. And that's good doing these streams on communism, because the push for communism is unbelievably blatant and in your face right now. And we even got some people down here pushing pseudo-communist talking points. It's disgusting, really.
Any man who say he votes for or is affiliated with the Democratic Party, especially a black man, is gay.
Bottom line.
Shout out to Ellison. As you know, we slowly slow walk that talking point out before Trump election. Actually, it was shame of the black men.
That was about perhaps late 22, somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. So it's
about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. He's like, let's just repeat that shit. Just over and over.
Straight up, me and Saul, we workshopped that talking point. So it's just crazy now to see a lot of bigger content creators, black male content creators in particular, just running with flat out and just saying it. So when I heard Allison do it this week, I said, I gotta clip this. And actually, it's Apple.
You know what? It's not a lie. We just made it easier packaging.
Facts.
It's not a lie.
No, facts, 100%. And actually, before we even do this Vic Mensa segment, that drop is actually apropos, as you will see.
Any man who say he votes for or is affiliated with the Democratic Party, especially a black man, is gay.
I just like the way you say that, is gay.
We've been saying it.
Yeah, we've been saying it.
Picking up what the fuck we've been dropping off.
And I heard Dave Anderson say it this week also. So I'm glad that's solid in the lexicon now. Black male Democrat, gay. Let's keep it moving. We ain't even gonna have the discussion. Yeah. Why are you gay? So Tito, shout out to Saul, because Saul had actually, before Tito had covered it this week, he had sent me the picture with Vic Mensa in the in the Confederate dressed like a woman, and I remember being like, oh, I remember that video when he got in drag. So Vic Mensa is half white, half Ghanaian, and our whole talking point, the whole theme of this is that the Democratic Party using these tethers as well as the fruit mongers or English cigarettes, if you prefer, to push these Democratic talking points while they cosplay blacks. And they are particularly using these individuals to target and shame black men. Now, Vic Mensa got on the radar for attacking FBA, which is a political lever now against the Democratic Party. So they got him, and that's him responding to. It was him responding to Cam when Cam was like, "Yo, I ain't African. I'm from Atlantic City," type shit, right? So they boom. Cam has got a huge platform, so they sicked Vic Mensa on him. That shit did not go well, because Cam actually pulled out the dress and then clapped at him again, basic. All while he was wearing a I Love DEI shirt. So that's the one Tito responded to. When I was putting the show together, trying to put a montage together, I didn't know that he had like a whole series on TikTok with him picking oranges from the motherfucking orange tree, eating oranges like a fruit monger. The no pun intended. And basically mouthing Democratic talking points. So instead of doing the Cam one, I clipped this one. So this is him with the same I Love DEI shirt, and I put this montage together that's going to lead into it. But I picked the one in the beginning. I didn't know that he did a whole joint talking about massaging war and defending Meg Thee Stallion and coming at Tory. And I'm like, yo, every straight man in the world know that Tory got railroaded and that he got 10 years for. You understand what I'm saying? So he basically, we got a tether. Advocate basically on the side of putting a black man, even though Tory is from Canada, but putting a black man in jail falsely. And mind you, Tory almost got murdered and the nigga got stabbed 14 times. Which was
and to add what you saying, right? One has to also think that he's taking the place of an emergency crisis responder.
Fact.
When it comes to communications for them. You see what I'm saying?
Bingo.
Astroturf, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the spread. So he knows exactly what he's doing.
No, he's definitely put up to it. And like I said, even with him attacking Cameron with the FBA shit, that's right in line with the Tether Godfrey attacking attacking FBA. Like what I'm saying is the messaging is all in line, and that the cohorts are tethers, and a tether who dressed like a tranny, and another tether, Godfrey, who's backed by a liberal white woman, lesbian, and a gay man. You understand what I'm saying? We're not reaching here. Like, you know what I'm saying? The fruit monger hand is everywhere. Is what I'm saying. All right, so let's get he said, "Damn, talk about making me look bad." So let's get through this montage, and then we'll get after it. And Tito, you take it from the top because you covered this week.
I feel like Meg Thee Stallion is a microcosm for misogynoir at large. Someone recently told me she can't keep trying to ruin people's lives by getting shot or cheated on. How you ruin somebody's life by them shooting you?
Cameron, he posted up a clip of Vic Mensa's new video where he's dressed up in a wig and lipstick. Cameron wrote this comment right here. He said, "Is this you? Leave me alone, bro, until you explain this fake ass activist." It's crazy though, because whoever put this post up of Vic Mensa, it's Kuda Media, they were more concerned about him wearing a Confederate flag dress. Bro, that's the last thing we need to be concerned about when it comes to this video. We need to address, why is he wearing wig and lipstick? I don't care what point he's trying to make. There's a better way to do it. Let me give you guys a little preview of the song. I damn sure don't know you. I never knew you, and I don't want to know you. Now, in case y'all forgot who this Vic Mensa is, he's from Chicago. He mad because he don't get the same clout. He not in the same lane as a Lil Durk or G Herbo, people don't look at him like he a gangster. And most people just remember him for getting that academics, man. I bet he won't try to on academics now.
Tell you the truth, I really think you a bitch. Because
and what's that?
Because
so yeah, man, he thought this was gonna be his moment, that Chicago was gonna get behind him. But bro, you ain't never went on no drill, you ain't never did no robbery, you ain't never sold no dope. Look like you grew up in a nice house, man. So cut it out, man, and look at the videos you making now. Just chill, bro. Look, man, y'all get into the comments, man. I want to hear from people in Chicago, man. Was Vic Mensa about that life? Was he on the block? Y'all seen him? y'all ever see him on the block, man? Y'all let me know, man.
When was this shit, man? I thought Vic was one of them stand-up niggas from the Shire. He from the rack. I'll be seeing him doing videos with his little orange tree and shit, speaking facts and shit. Till I seen this shit, man.
I got a lot of potential, but that ain't gonna make me successful. Yeah, I know.
He say, I know I got a lot of potential, but that ain't gonna make me successful. Nigga doing this shit, you still ain't finna be.
I wasn't lost. I was gone.
It ain't no motherfucking reason for you to be doing that shit, man. Even if you doing comedy and movies and shit, and you put on a wig and a dress and some lipstick, I don't trust none of them niggas. You could be funny without a fucking. You could do music without. You could have just got a female and put it in the video. Yeah, man, that's why black men can't do shit now, bro. I thought Vic was one of them real ones too, man. This shit weird as hell, bro.
And on that, we gotta do a pause.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Pause. Whatever. Yeah, crazy. I'm growing.
Pause
I don't
already.
care. It was crazy.
Pause, guys. Pause here.
That was hard. I know that was hard. Pause. Hey, yo, pause, man. I know that was difficult.
No, my head game is crazy. Like you.
Pause that.
Hey,
That's crazy. Pause that.
Yo, Mr. O, fucking Nunu said, Mr. O, y'all gotta hold this. But Tina, that's all yours. She repping Chicago. Mr. O said, wait, Mr. O said, what he say about Chicago, he said, and this fruit monger is supposedly from 63rd and Laughlin, Ogden Park, Inglewood. That's all yours, Tito.
No, man, this nigga, no, man. Like I have pointed out to y'all about the Chicago, it's a lot of drag queens from here. It's a lot of drag queen niggas from up north. Is the crazy part? The north side is supposed to be like the gay friendly side or whatever, but it's really more drag queens from where I'm from over east. Because over east, if you a bitch, they're gonna bring it out of you early. You know what I'm saying? Niggas gonna try to beat you to death when you little. That's just how it is. Man, this nigga is I bet you if I went down there where he claimed he from and went and showed pictures, they would say, I don't know who the fuck this is, man. They would say they don't know who the fuck he is, man. This, at the end of the day, Chicago is still a mob city. It's always been one. And if you're not in one of these mobs, nobody. That's why don't nobody know who the fuck this is. So if he talking about what notoriety he ain't got, nigga, you're not plugged in. You're not gonna get none. So that's what I'm saying. He don't even know how Chicago works, and he talking about he from Chicago. He don't even know how it works. All of them rappers you talking about are in mobs. That's why they mostly get listened to by their people. You know what I'm saying? Not to say other people don't listen to him in Chicago, but they mostly get listened to by their people. And sometimes, especially when somebody is like real hot, or you might even get yourself in trouble playing their music in like an area that's opposed to the area where they from. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah, motherfucker might shoot up your car or pull on the side of you and shoot in your car, depending on what you playing sometimes. But this nigga, no, man, no. But this, and people always ask me, why you always play Gucci? Why you always play Cam? Because them the only two modern rappers that ain't been in dresses. I don't know if y'all realize that.
How about that?
Them the only two modern rappers that ain't been in dresses. And the niggas they brought out ain't been in dresses. You know what I'm saying? So, but Vic Mensa, man, this is a Democratic talking head trying to hitch a ride on Chicago street cred. This is them trying to sell the gay shit to young dudes. This is them trying to sell the communism shit to young dudes. And like I said, this is an attempt to try to enlist the ranks of who's going to be the combat infantry of the left in the Civil War, which is going to be drag queens. They've already showed y'all that that's what they own. Matter of fact, as soon as even before Trump got elected, they already showed y'all what they own. Like when dude ran up in that school in Uvalde, that was a drag queen. The media hid it from you, but that was a drag queen. They already showed you what they own. They already showed you that they lethal. They just as lethal as a man. No matter if they dress up like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? They just as lethal as a man. They had somewhere on the side of the building with the Bushmaster and wait on your ass too. I'm telling you, I'll land my plane there.
Yeah, speaking of which, we actually had a mass SHOOT in Southwest Philadelphia by a draggy a couple years ago. And then they tried to sweep it up under the bus to say, well, you know, it wasn't what it was. The boy was just gay. Like, nah. So remember y'all heard Tito been saying this, that they the new infantry for the radical left here in the States. And we already seen it with Charlie Kirk and a couple of the other and the furries and everything. So Tito was really the first to say that. It sound outrageous, but he was right. So I wouldn't take this one lightly.
People think it's Antifa. Antifa is a bunch of fucking posers. It ain't Antifa. It's not Antifa, bro. It's them. It's them. That Antifa packages and shit. If a civil war break out, they like maybe 3% of them gonna be out there. It's gonna be these drag queens, bro.
No, 100%.
Straight up.
Y'all
better watch out. I'm telling you.
Any man who say he votes for or is affiliated with the Democratic Party, especially a black man, is gay.
Thank you, Mr. Allison. Thank you, Mr. Allison. So eloquently stated. So it's all yours. You gotta mute yourself. There you go.
Hey man, I don't know about this old weird ass nigga, man. You know, but I think I got more, you know, Chicago stripes as an LA nigga than he do. You know what I mean? I done been in between 63rd and 71st, from Wentworth to, you know, from Wentworth to what's the Ashland, anywhere in between all that. You know what I mean? That's Inglewood. You know what I mean? Everybody know what's up with Inglewood, from Kennedy King to, you know, on to the that crazy ass hospital there, St. Bernard's and everything, from Green to Emerald, Carpenter, May, and all that. You know what I mean? Bishop, Laughlin, you know, and those that know what I'm talking about, right? You know, from the short period that Whole Foods was there and closed down real quick. You know what I mean? You know, and some could even argue like 59th is Inglewood too, as far north as that. You know what I mean? You know, just it don't pass the smell test. I'm be real with you. You know what I mean, right? Number one said, you know, I heard this man ever say Joe. Number one said, I hear him ever speak about a gym shoe. Number one said, you know what I'm saying? He just don't carry himself that way. I know he's out here somewhere, man. I'm gonna just tell you the truth. It's enough LA niggas to know that he's out here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And when he does rear his head somewhere, somebody's gonna be on his helmet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not advocating for violence or nothing, but you know, people know what time it is or whatever. He's probably safely tucked away in like Fairfax District or Hollywood Hills or some other punk ass place like that. You know what I mean? But yeah, people like this is, you know, obviously the shields. You know what I mean? That's, you know, that's paid for and bought. You know, when it comes to the, you know, promoting and inoculating, you know, these kids into fruity stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we see the game and we're going to call it out for what it is. I know people are going to say, hey, man, why y'all talking about fruit mongers? We talking about them, not because we are them. We talking about them because we're highlighting this damn agenda. You know what I mean? And the last point is, I know unequivocally, this past week and how fast information spreads is because me and Tito was just talking about this. Me and Machismo was just talking about this. You know what I'm saying? You know, we start speaking about it, and guess what? You start seeing that shit all over social media. You know, obviously we ain't tripping off of credit and all that other stuff. And then all of a sudden it kind of got back. You know what I'm saying? People started seeing, oh boy, with the, you know what I'm saying, the Dixie dress walking around or whatever. You know what I mean? This is how we got to continue to discredit our enemies and stuff like that. Do not underestimate the fact that, you know, our pop culture icons is listening and they're conducting themselves accordingly, right? You know what I mean? And not even just with Cameron. If people been paying attention, even people like Afro Man this past week or whatever the case may be, he dropped some nuggets. And for those who know what he dropped, let it, you know, pick up what he's dropping. You know what I'm saying? So everybody know what time it is. You know, November ain't gonna go the way it's gonna. They want it to go. They're gonna have to pull off something, you know, real, you know, shiesty to do so, and it might be hell to pay to do it. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's my point there. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that any of these ideas that you gentlemen have, or any of the things that you all find or dig up when it comes against our opposition and stuff like that, it will get to the right people. You know what I'm saying? And just like another Canada week, you ain't gonna hear about his ass for a couple of weeks before he rears his head up, talking some other stuff, but with lost credibility, scarred and battered. I land my plane there.
100%. And like the what Tito has said about BreadTube, the FD signifiers, the grits and eggs dudes and all that, they all lined up with these Vic Mensa and fruit mongers. Like I said, you guilty by association by who you affiliate yourself with. So you know what I'm saying? So, and that goes to my point once again. You know,
any man who say he votes for or is affiliated with the Democratic Party, especially a black man, is gay.
Now sidebar. I'm gonna point some other things out. Okay, there are people who are quote unquote obvious tethers, and then believe it or not, there are people who we think were tethers. When everything kind of shake up and you really pay attention, I really find it funny that DNC and a few other people, you know what I'm saying, really got some agitation against academics. I don't personally like academics, as content and stuff like that, but it makes me scratch my head. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people is like, oh, okay, you know, hey man, I just want to do my little commentary on pop culture, man. I don't want none of that political stuff or whatever. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So some of this stuff is them trying to, what you say, artificiate. You know what I'm saying? From a very laboratory sort of way, some sort of way to control what looks like natural leadership. You understand what I'm saying? So that people will follow these folks. So I'm just kind of wondering, you know, what sort of conversations they've had in the background with the people who we would think would be obviously the influencers and pro tether and playing all these games. Doesn't seem like they kind of down with it. You know what I mean? Because when you add up all the things, it's like, well, you know what? Yeah, I don't agree with, you know, with them and how they feel about immigrants, but, you know, I really just don't like that fruity stuff. You know what? You know, they are right. These chicks is kind of getting out of hand. You know what? I'll bite the bullet on this thing, but all in all, I kind of agree with some of these brothers. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? I just want to add that.
No, spot on. And to that point, we know that the DNC was trying to pay off streamers this last election go around with Trump, and the streamers was like, why would I interview Kamala Harris? Like, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, Kai's not. A lot of the big streamers were like, my audience don't care nothing about no Kamala Harris. Like, why I even talk about type shit. So like, they had already what's his name? Adin Ross had Trump on, so the Democrats rallied and tried to get, and the streamers wasn't with it. You're starting to see them be co-opted now, though. Speaking of which, International Quiet Storm says, that's why y'all got to keep sharing these streams. Keep your foot on their necks. 100% Storm. Like I say, guys, you know, share our shit on Facebook or whatever. The information is getting out, man. It's the laptop and cell phone militia out here. Irvin Reed, what up, Playboy? Ain't seen you in a minute. Salute to you, good sir. So, on that note, like I said in the beginning, remember their first all-out blatant assault on the black male psyche in terms of politics from the fruitmonger division was who? It was Saucy Santana and Trina with that no voting fucking joint, right? And when that happened initially, we covered it and we said, you know, they're pushing it. They're trying to appeal to black men with degeneracy and among these other things, and also trying to influence. And also, it speaks to what they really think about the straight heterosexual black male in terms of his bendability, if you will, et cetera, et cetera. So then it's no coincidence or shock that that same Saucy Santana now is in the algorithm for saying the quiet part out loud. Saul sent me this clip, and I'm going to play it. But what's even more interesting, and we've been pushing this point for a long time about the Keishas still being attached to the plantation and being in charge of the breaking of the boys, because I'm going to play this clip, and then what the talking points are, what a lot of people are noticing, that in the comments when people are outraged about what Saucy says, it's all the Keishas being like it's no big deal. It's the Keishas being that it's no big deal. But let me play this.
The whole internet is shocked at this Saucy Santana clip, but honestly, I'm shocked that you people are shocked.
Niggas wanna fuck me, kids wanna fuck me, aunties, everybody.
Do you know why Saucy Santana feels like he can just say shit like this without repercussion? This is the same man who told DJ Academics that he was gonna beat him up and assault him sexually. And then a couple of weeks later, I saw him have a brand deal with Wendy's for saucy nuggets. You guys have also created this predatory libiquita culture to where if you criticize their predatory libiquita behavior, they call you phobic. More importantly, and I cannot stress this enough, y'all got your children riding around bouncing. But if you think the society that puts libiquita books with pornographic images in elementary schools is finna care about Saucy Santana talking about children wanting to freak him, you got another thing coming. They don't care at all. As a matter of fact, they encourage it. They probably gonna bring their children to a Saucy Santana show.
Allison, we need you, sir.
Any man who say he votes for or is affiliated with the Democratic Party, especially a black man, is gay.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Pause. What I'm. Yeah, crazy. I'm growing. I don't care. It was crazy.
Pause, guys. Pause here. That was hard. I know that was hard.
Pause. Hey, yo, pause, man.
I know that was difficult.
No, my head game is crazy. Like you.
Pause that.
Hey,
That's crazy. Pause that.
Yo, shout out to Music Man. Yo, you peeped this shit, Saul? He said the information from MachismoTV is being heard by everyone. For example, what happened to Michelle Obama's podcast? Well played, sir. Well played. Saul, you sent me that clip. It's all yours.
Hey, bro, this is the type of stuff that, is here in California, right? Remember, Gavin Newsom and Kamala is responsible for a law to where destigmatizes, quote unquote, top and bottom engagement with children, you know what I'm saying, by these fruit mongers and stuff like that. They decriminalize that. You all can look it up. You all can, I'm fine with going through the trials of the crucible, you know what I'm saying. Prove me wrong, you know what I mean. But yeah, man, they really got population control agenda going on, you know what I'm saying. And they're really big promoting it, man. Everybody's talking about, what was gonna go down during Y2K and the millennium and this, that, and the other. Hey, nigga, it looks like you've been delayed 20-25 years. It's here now. You know what I mean? So all this old New World Order and all this old weird shit you got that you see, you're seeing it being done in real time. You know what I mean? Now, you could be the frog that jumps out of hot water, or you can sit there and boil to death with gradualism. It's your choice. I land my plane.
Well played. Tito, it's all yours, man.
Yeah, man. If I was DJ Act, man, I'm glad that's why I try to avoid conversations with them, man. I would have been in the basement somewhere with some isotonic gloves, threading up the barrel of the 22 with some motherfucking piano wire around some goddamn clothespins and shit, trying to go get this nigga after that. This is, like he said, population control. This is them trying to destroy black masculinity, but this is what the nigga community has descended to, with Keisha at the head of the household, right? I remember I told I told somebody a couple weeks ago, I was like, it's crazy how people will look at me, because I got a younger woman, so people will look at us crazy when we out, but then it's okay for two men to hold hands together in the nigga community. This is how far the nigga community has fallen. This is why I'm predicting extinction, because it's crazy when you live. This is the only group of people on the planet where the most basest deaths of perversion are accepted and heralded more than a nuclear family. You know what I'm saying? This it's terrible. It's terrible. And they gotta understand. Well, they probably don't understand. If the government ever did lose authority, niggas will hunt them like fucking like on Predator or some shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas would be hopping off garages and everything, chasing these motherfuckers if the government lost authority. And they just don't even understand the amount of ill will that they building up. I think that 20 years from now, the same way that people be having these old bullshit documentaries, surviving R. Kelly, surviving this, surviving that, you're gonna have people talking about surviving these motherfucking these fruitazoids. You know what I'm saying? You are. I'll land my plane there.
Pause that.
Hey,
That's crazy. Pause that.
Yeah, Fruitazoid, that's a new one. I'll take that. That's a new one for the lexicon. We got Fruitazoid and Fruitmonger. All right, so those are those two. Let's do a quick pivot because we had this as a running joke in the manosphere in general, white manosphere and black manosphere, with the can't define what a woman is, and then all of the women the talking points being that you know they could beat a man at any sport and they equal and men are afraid of us, etc., etc., etc. And if you guys remember, the running joke used to be that like, okay, well, if anybody can identify as a woman, that men need to start just calling a bluff and identifying as women and going in and destroying them in women's sports and all these women activities, etc., etc. But just as men, and then using the same thing against them, like, well, I'm gonna file discrimination lawsuits and everything, you know, since anybody could do it. But that used to just be a running joke, and it's been that running joke for several years. But lo and behold, we got some ex-NBA players actually doing it in real life. And what's important is the verbiage that they're using, because I've got two players. And it's the verbiage that they're using. It's not that they're saying what they're going to do. It's the legal almost language in it, and them being like, well, if you discriminate against me, I'm going to file a lawsuit. The same way all the women have been filing frivolous lawsuits about everything. So this just happened this week, and I'm here for it because I really want to see it go the full length, the full marathon, and see how this shit plays out.
This week I made the announcement. I'm transgender. I'm a woman. I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman for purposes of basketball, professional basketball. So I'll be declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well. Well, I mean, I think I'd be unstoppable. You know, but I'm a team first guy. You know, I'm a pass first kind of player. I do the little things. You know, I led my team in all 5 major stat categories at Iowa State University. So I do a little bit of everything. I'll do whatever the coach needs me to do. I'll do whatever the girls need me to do. I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the women's association. But you know, hey, that'd be probably too much like right. So. And I don't want to be discriminated against. No, I want fair treatment. I'm a black, I'm a young black, hopefully United States senator that would like a fair chance to participate as a sometimes identifying as a transgender woman athlete.
I'm so happy these big ass niggas are joining the WNBA. I want more. I want some high flyers joining the WNBA. I need some big, strong, athletic men who identify as women joining. We all gotta come together.
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA.
So you see what 𝐸𝐿 had to say, right? You see how much of a mess this is becoming, right? And everybody want to act like, oh my goodness, we don't want to hate on trans. We don't want to hate on trans folks. That's not what that's about. Anybody who's hating on them should be ashamed of themselves. The WNBA, the NBA, and everybody else in between is absolutely right when they talk about not violating people's civil rights and liberties, not being hateful, not engaging in hate in any way, shape, form, or fashion, whether verbally, physically, or otherwise. We all know that. But what 𝐸𝐿 is pointing to is about competition. So for somebody to transition from male to female, and for folks to act like it would be okay for them to participate in the WNBA is ridiculous. And when you have athletes from the WNBA saying that they're looking out for and speaking up on behalf of girls, because it would clearly be an unfair advantage to a trans athlete over people born female, what's the problem? What's the problem? We got to have common sense. And yes, 𝐸𝐿 is going a bit too far, but he's right to do so to make a point. And Royce White, former NBA player, now a conservative pundit, he's right too because he's trying to make a point. Certain things are beyond ridiculous, and you got to call it out just to send the message. Do you get it now? Are you sure you want to continue this subject? Are you sure you want to continue on this path? Sure you don't want to be political pawns? Fine. Then understand that the WNBA is for girls and people born female and leave it at that. And stop acting like you don't know. Otherwise, There'll be a lot more Enos cancers. And we all know y'all don't want that.
Enos Cancer just declared for the WNBA.
I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp.
This is fucking genius. And notice basketball, why I said again, notice the verbiage based on the current WNBA guidelines. And like I said, this is
earlier this week I made the announcement.
Hold on, this is two guys back to back within the same time frame doing this. So this is premeditated clearly, and it's genius. And this first guy, Royce, talking about if they don't let me try out, I'm gonna file a lawsuit based on their own guidelines. The thing is to me, like, this is one idiocracy, art imitating life. But the funniest thing to me, and I see y'all in the chat, wilding out like, yeah, it's crazy. The funniest thing to me though is because I've been in this space, and this has been a running joke for like the last 5 years. Tito, I'm gonna pass it to you and then pass it to Saul.
Hey man, this goofy gender identity shit, it's come full circle on them. That's all this is, man. They talked all of this big tent shit for years. They talked all of this shit about how gender is just a social construct. They believed all of the Kool-Aid and all of the bullshit from all of these movies, you know, women running up walls, spinning and kicking niggas in the face and all of this shit. They believed that. They bought into that shit. I remember when they first started doing that. I remember it used to be like in the movies a long time ago when a man would fight with a woman. It used to be like some shit where the woman might kick sand in the nigga face, then kick him in his neck.
Exactly.
Shit. It's like they would showcase the inequity of strength and speed and shit between man and woman, so she had to use some type of feminine wiles to outwit, to beat this nigga, and then
100%.
But then get out of there. But they went from that to women just openly beating the shit out of men. It started with The Matrix. Then it was that Charlie's Angels movie, and it just mushroomed out of control over there to the point where now, like, Gen Z girls, they don't even understand the strength disparity between men and women, right? Like I said, I got a younger woman. I remember the first time she ever seen me fix a car, and it was a vehicle that had like the ball joints at the end of the control arm was held in by some nuts and bolts actually, and I was taking them off by hand, and she was just like. And I was like, it ain't even that. And then she tried to do it with a breaker bar, still couldn't do it. That it takes something that extreme for them to know what the strength disparity is. And then they even got like, you know, kids wrestling where boys and girls wrestle each other, and then like women be living vicariously through these prepubescent ass kids. When like the girl win, and I just be like, do they not understand what's gonna happen in a few years when puberty hit this boy? And let's revisit this. Let's rematch after puberty hit them.
Yo, 100%, 100% on that.
See how she get her collarbone broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with the girls wrestling boys, just a side question. You 100%, because I watch this girl Nala. Father is a black dude named Dominic Barry. He's a boxer, and she's good in jiu-jitsu and wrestling. She's so good. Basically, she has to wrestle boys, and her skill level is so high. she be beating the boys, but they're all prepubescent. You're 100. But if you look at the comments, all the women, they're like, yeah, girl power on Warrior Princess. And I'm like, yo, they haven't hit. She's beating boys who haven't hit puberty yet. Go ahead.
I wouldn't have my daughter participate in that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? She'd be in the kitchen wrestling her motherfucking wrist, making some damn cornbread. You know what I'm saying, with the wood spoon and shit in the bowl. I wouldn't have my daughter doing no goofy ass shit like that. You know, that is the height of idiocy. But you know what? Here's part of the problem. The Caucasian is the dominant society in this country. People gotta understand what the Caucasian is. The Caucasian is a Neanderthal at the end of the day. They gaslight you and tell you that you the monkey. No, nigga, you are. They are the Neanderthal. The genetic variation between one of us and a Caucasian is actually wider than a coyote and a domesticated dog, right? The genetic variation between us and one of them is wider. And one of the things, they always revert back to their instincts. All of this feminism and all of this shit, this is just Caucasians operating off an instinct. That's one of the reasons that Neanderthals went to extinction, is because they believed in egalitarianism. They took their women on their hunts too.
Facts.
Meanwhile, we left women behind on our hunts, and women went and picked berries and all of that shit to mix with all of the meat and shit we was killing. And that's why we advanced as a species, and they had to wait to advance. You know what I'm saying? But this has come full circle on them, and now after all of this shit that y'all been talking, after decades of shit, you can do, I can do better. I don't want to hear shit. When this big yellow nigga right here dip his shoulder into one of y'all motherfucking collarbone and send y'all back into the court sides with the niggas eating peanuts and shit, I don't want to hear shit. After all of that shit that y'all been talking, I don't want to hear none of that shit. You trying to guard him up, a nigga wheel around with an elbow and knock your weave off. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, man. I'll land my plane there. I'm trying to hear none of that shit.
No, whole fact though. Kwame Kaji says facts, so it's all yours, man.
I say this, you hear me? Like check?
Yeah, I can hear you. You good.
Look, man, I think it's hilarious how, you know, this whole chameleon shit could work either way. You know what I mean? People kept on playing with this shit, and we kept warning them that this ain't this is a what do you call it, a Pandora's box that you really don't want to fucking open. You know what I mean? But they kept on and on about it, and now, you know, we're in an environment where we can actually, you know, do these sorts of things, and there's no problem with it. It is what it is at this point. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, let them eat cake if that's what they want to do. You know what I mean? If they want to involve themselves with frivolous and dumb shit, you know what I mean, as a society, and you see how these policies can backfire on your ass, then good. I hope them motherfuckers get their money. And remember, a while back, I said this, and I said this to you in confidence, Machismo. I think that you know what I mean. You probably want to publicly say this because I don't want nobody thinking no proof, no pause. But I will say this though. In a sense, we should support transgender, right? In a sense, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if people want to be flippant and they want to quote unquote play all these games, I think that we should lean into it and let all of the chaos ensue. And I think this is exactly what's happening. You know what I mean? We obviously ain't no fruit monger shit, but if y'all want to use this as a tool to weaponize and play these fucking games, then it can work both ways. People don't understand that this shit is a double-edged sword. I'll land my plane there.
No, you're spot on, especially with that last part. But it actually speaks to what's going on. Because you were saying about it in terms of strategy, like, okay, let's give them what they want and let's hasten their demise. But this is what's happening right now. This is a variation of that idea, of that being floated, and that's why I said to pay attention to the verbiage they're using. They're using according to the guidelines of that. So it's almost legalese that they're coming out, they're making these statements, and they're doing it. They're making their statement well within the framework of the guidelines that have been set out, et cetera, and they're turning it on its head. So that's actually a variation of that, what you were saying. And like I said, the biggest thing that's funny to me is that this has been a running joke in the men's spaces for at least the last 5 years, and that's in the white manosphere proper as well as the black manosphere. And just in case, let's just do a pause.
Pause that.
Hey,
That's crazy. Pause that.
All right, man, we should have probably really got some damn, like, you know, some damn titties or something like that to clean the damn broadcast.
You said to clean the palate, as it were.
Yeah, like this shit, yeah, a lot of niggas
from the crowd. How do you like this show? There's
yeah.
Is that there you go. All right, damn, that's the end of the segment. But here, I'll give you some airtime. Did you catch any of that?
Oh yeah, I caught all of that. I'm gonna tell all three of them in. Big Mensa is a bitch.
Well, yeah, you from Chicago, so dude, then you can knock Big Mensa out, no doubt. Go ahead, do that.
Not only is he from Chicago, it's from his neighborhood, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He claimed at Ogden Park. I used to hoop at Ogden Park. You know, I used to do some outreach pharmaceutical work around Ogden Park in my youth.
Outreach pharmaceutical work is crazy. Go ahead.
I'm gonna show you that I gave back to the hood and still have to capitalize of it, if you know what I mean. You know, I'm not too proud of my past, but it is what it is. I even got into a couple of civil dodgeball with metal bullets. I mean metal balls.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying. But anyway, I know that particular area like the back of my hand, and to see an individual like Vic Mensa be caught in that environment. See, I could be in both worlds. I could have been a good square. I could stayed in the street. I actually did both, but I chose the square route because I want to live longer. But even with my square ways, I never seen a nigga like Vic Mensa. So we don't believe you. You need more people. What's the other thingamajig? What is a woman? Now, what is a man now? Because since y'all had a league of your own, like Tom Hanks and them, y'all been begging, y'all been gouging money. Y'all even have a so-called Caucasian superstar that y'all keep on wanting to go ahead and bully, clothesline, and do all type of like gangland type of behavior, and even talk about that y'all feel culturally appropriate by said women while wearing their hair and trying to look like them. Yeah. I want to see more trans gentlemen get into the league of WNBA. That we need more high flying antics. This is just like when Magic and Bird came into the NBA in the 80s. They need a revival. I believe these two ladies by the name of Ennis Cancer and Royce White. Hell, matter of fact, I might as well go ahead and audition too. Forget it. It ain't never too late. Forget it. I'll go ahead and suit up. I need the money.
All right, 100%. All right, 100% on that. Civil dodgeball is crazy, and outreach pharmaceutical work. they like that in the chat. Somebody's going to use that shit. I never heard no shit like that. That's funny as shit.
Yeah, you gotta help out the locals, man, with their habits. I mean, they just can't go to any old pharmacy and get what they need. No, they gotta go into the neighborhood shop.
That is crazy. Outreach pharmaceutical work. That's a new one. I know you didn't see our new drop. Shout out to Mr. Ellison. Our talking points have circled the planet and came back, and just enough for me to fucking clip it. So I don't even gotta say no more. This is a permanent drop.
Any man who say he votes for or is affiliated with the Democratic Party, especially a black man, is gay.
couldn't have said it any better. It's how he says it is gay. Gotta fucking love it. All right, bet. Go ahead. That's all you.
Boomerang effect, right? How many times have we said some shit over here on this side, and then somebody else is saying it to you? You know what I'm saying?
Whole fact,
you
though.
couldn't be any prouder, man. I mean, honestly, I know y'all do the super chats, and y'all, you know, look out for the channel. And by the way, you know, hit up your boy Tito as well. You know what I'm saying, right? But you know, the reason why we here every Sunday, you know what I'm saying, doing what we do is to continue this, man. I mean, there's nothing more fulfilling as far as, you know, compensation, in that people hear you and people see what the fuck you see. You know what I'm saying? That you're not just talking to a fucking empty room and you're not going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? People are with you lockstep. You know what I mean? Right? So, I mean, think about it. I mean, three's a charm this week, from Cameron picking up what we dropped. You know what I mean? With, you know, Tito obviously, you know, being you know, on the front line with that, to, you know what I'm saying, your boy Afro Man out there, you know what I'm saying, picking up what we dropped, onto, you know, your boy Vincent Ellison saying what we saying. You know what I mean? Right? So don't think that, you know, stuff ain't you know, the message ain't being out there, and that, you know, when you post stuff, because I know y'all do, you know what I'm saying, in your own time, y'all doing, you know, putting in work on social media, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is actually a testament, Machismo, to the militia out there, the digital militia out there, man. Y'all getting busy, bro. So, man, salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all, man. So I land my plane there, man. I had to acknowledge you.
No, you 100% spot on with that. Because I'll be saying that to you and to Tito. Like, you know, if you look at our views and stuff like that, we have the party faithful over here. We've been doing the Sunday show for 9 seasons, so it's like we have a party faithful, and you know, but a lot of the conversations and talking points we have, I be wondering, like, man, how do they make their way around social media the way they do, to the point, like you said, with Boomerang, where it's coming back, you're like, yo, that's our shit. And we're just glad for the information you got out. But Saul, you and I know in particular, especially with certain talking points, nothing's random over here. A lot of the conversation has been like workshopped between us, you know, 2 or 3 months in advance. Like, all right, we're gonna float this talking point, and we're gonna walk it down slow. Like, it's very deliberate. So then when certain things get back to us, we know that it's ours because we workshopped it. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, shout out to y'all. Whichever way it's getting around, you know, we want to stick to it, and we appreciate it. Real quick, actually, Tito had sent this to me actually last week. We didn't get to it, but you know, TPS being what it is, in full effect, no longer viable and everything, and you know, Trump being the smart man that he is, bypassed all of this stuff with the states and said, okay, we can't get them this way. We have access to the TSA and airport databases. Let's just have the airports and TSA send us all the information to the ICE databases, bypass everything. So they racking them up left and right at the airports. But the as you also know, for the Haitians that are here with this, so y'all don't run around and all this, we gonna make sure we keep track of you. These goddamn ankle monitors.
MS Now is reporting that Haitians in Springfield, Ohio, are being fitted with ankle monitors. So they're being sent letters to their homes, and the letters give them 2 options: be deported ASAP or report to an ICE facility for an appointment. So they go to the ICE facility for their appointment, and then when they get there, it's reiterated to them, you could just go home right now, or you can wear this ankle monitor until your upcoming court date. Oof. It's like they tagging them like they animals. The way you tag an animal that's out in the wild. What the heck is happening in America?
Keisha, before I pass it around, notice it's Keisha. You know what I'm saying? They got something to say. They don't got nothing to say about brothers that's been on house arrest forever. We grew up with niggas with the ankle monitor shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's the Keisha. You know what I'm saying? So that's my first observation on that 100%. Shout out to Quiet Storm. He said it right there. He said the meme warfare is undefeated. Mister, I'm gonna give you some airtime because you missed 2 rounds. Then pass it to Saul, and then Tito, this is you sent me this, so I'm gonna let you land a plane on this and put it all in perspective. But go ahead.
So this Bionic baboon Keisha with the so-called equal talent nails right there in her hands. She wants to sympathize and empathize with these invaders, these so-called freeloaders. They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. They bringing bonbonte to your neighborhood picnic and parade. You really want these individuals that's not contributing to this morph and capitalistic fabric that we call U.S. United society, that by producing anything and contributing nothing, they are literally how can I say this, a monetary hindrance and actually a hygienical detriment to us. Especially us FBA people, since they want to go ahead and cosplay us and walk like us, but they're still not black, but they're trying to adopt our ways and still be in our facility. They have a very strong peculiar odor and hygienical practices that I do not want to be around. And they probably like the ones from the mother continent. They have a particular adherence to their cultural delicacies like bushmeat. So yeah, I'm good. But Keisha, you keep on holding the line for other people that's not your man, and we'll get right back to you, Skip. Machismo, and I'll pass it on to you, Saul.
Man, I say this, man, in the land of the free, especially Ohio, because that meant freedom for us, or whatever the case may be. There were so many families displaced, even modern day and age for frivolous like laws and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But we stayed home, we fought, and it's ours. We have equity in this shit. How you leave your country and voluntarily be a slave here? You know what I'm saying? I want to point that out. You know what I'm saying? Look how goofy you look. Y'all willing to go to UAE and be domestic servants in other parts of Africa and do the same thing. I don't have no sympathy for these folks. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, that's just another ploy for them to like latch on to, our legacy and cosplay and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Get in line, bitch. In fact, get in the back of it. Because guess what? Our family's been separated for dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody care nothing about that. Our families was separated when the state decided to provide Keisha with money. You know what I'm saying? Right? So like, miss me with all that. You know what I'm saying? You just getting your issue. So if you really want to call yourself American, welcome to it.
Nah, spot on. Tito, that's all you wait. Quiet Stone, wait, shut up, bitch drop. He said, shut up, bitch. Every other country on the planet monitor their visitors. Fact. If they overstay their visas, F you and your bonnet. I'm in Colombia right now, and I got to be out of here in 3 days, or I'm here illegally. They don't play. Like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't even a fucking first world. This ain't even the first world country.
Shut up, bitch.
100. God, Tito, that's all yours, man. You set me.
Use a whole Colombian tether, man.
He's have a Colombian tether. I'm over here flaying. Y'all niggas is funny.
Use a whole immigrant. You fled from Keisha in your homeland.
Yeah, I'm over here fleeing. I'm about to flee to Peru. No bullshit. Oh man, that's funny. No, go ahead. This nigga Kwame said dirt cookie connoisseurs. Y'all niggas is wildin'.
A boule.
Tito, you sent me this. It's all yours, man. Put this in perspective, man.
Yeah, man, I'm so fucking sick of these fucking plantation mammies always doing all of this fucking hand wringing over these goddamn immigrants. I'm fucking sick of it. You know what? Part of the FBA conversation needs to be outing women like this, or outing anybody like this, outing any black person that's hand wringing over these fucking tellers. Once we confirm that you're a black American, you know what I'm saying? If y'all only knew, I could do a documentary, right? I could do a documentary going back into the 70s. If y'all only knew how much of your tax dollars were spent on Haitians. That's why with this whole TPS conversation, when it comes to specifically Haitians, this shit is fucking insane. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Wait a minute. Let me black pill y'all right now. The U.S. has always spent money on these fucking pieces of shit, right? You have potholes tearing up people's tires and rims on Cottage Grove and on Halsted. You have children in Baltimore wearing winter coats inside of schools. You have trade programs being taken out of like high schools in black neighborhoods, but they got billion. You know what? I think that the money, just going back into the 70s, that this government has spent on Haitians and aid probably gets into the high trillions, maybe even quadrillions. I'm not exaggerating. Do y'all know that when Papa Doc Duvalier pushed a lot of people out, and then when he was falling and it was turmoil in Haiti, a lot of them actually got on rafts and went to Guantanamo Bay. Did y'all know that?
No.
Yeah. This is and when they got to Guantanamo Bay, you know what our government did?
Financed them?
What'd you say?
You said they financed them?
Yeah, they financed them. If I was the president, I would have had the Marines and them push their ass right back into the ocean and say, go back home. Or I would have had the Coast Guard tie all of them boats together and get a cutter and tow that shit right back to Haiti. What did they do? What did the dumbass, hapless, feckless, ballless fucking Carter administration do? They housed them at Guantanamo Bay. Right? And then so as Carter got out of office and Reagan got into office, more of them came there. Once they heard that they had, went and successfully got into Guantanamo Bay, Haitians started rushing the place to the point where they actually built, like they started setting up, like encampments for them and bringing them rations. And then these motherfuckers had the nerve to complain that the food wasn't good enough. And what did they do? They bent over backwards and they catered to them, right? This is your government. This is the same government that's telling you they can't give you reparations.
Facts.
This is the same government that's telling you they can't fix your streets. This is the same government that's raising property taxes on you so you can't even inherit your parents' shit, or you can't even bequeath your shit to your kids and know that it's going to be successfully kept. This is the same government now. Y'all really want to be mad? Here go another black pill. Once the AIDS shit, once they start, the AIDS shit, they actually built a separate part of the camp for the Haitians that had AIDS, right? And they started making them wear neon bracelets to identify that they had AIDS, right? To the point where at one point they had as many as 1,800 of them, right? 1,800 of them with AIDS there. And then somebody from Amnesty International went to the Supreme Court. You know what the Supreme Court said? That you can't segregate people because of a disease, all of this shit. You know what happened to them 1,800? They brought them here and let them and set them up to live in the United States.
Crazy.
Under the newly formed Office of Refugee Resettlement. This is the same government. But then when these motherfuckers came here with AIDS, all of a sudden now it's a black disease. You see the flat blackness and the tetherizing there?
Facts.
Right? They are all of the ones that had they smuggling connects and all of that shit. They brought that shit right here, right to Miami. And a lot of them Haitians and Jamaicans, and they had all of their smuggling connects. Niggas from Guyana, Belize, in these hoods. I know because these were the niggas that was my meal level suppliers. That was our meal level suppliers, right? So, if you only knew how much money and how much care has been lavished on Haitians and Haitians alone over all of these successive administrations, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Okay? Enough is enough. Get the fuck out of our country. You motherfuckers always talk about how you built America. Oh, well, okay, well, fine. We're not even gonna argue with you about that. Go fucking build Haiti. You always talk about how you save money and work hard. Well, do that shit over there. Start you a motherfucking Haitian Wall Street. Pick up all of that sewage and shit off of your motherfucking streets. You know what I'm saying? Grow some motherfucking wheat or something so you can make bread and cookies instead of dirt cookies. You motherfuckers always talk about how revolutionary you are and you did it. Okay. Start your own motherfucking Wakanda over there because you certainly don't got enough technical training over here. Go back over there and build some shit. The only thing you go do over there is the only thing that you do over here. Be dirty and suck up to white people. Yeah, that's the same shit that you do when you come over here. That's what y'all asses experts at.
Hey, is it Snoop Dogg that Willie D about to talk to Machismo?
Nigga. Y'all niggas all wanted out. Yo, shout out to Quiet Storm. I owe you this one. It was with the 304. It is about time. We haven't done it yet. It is about time for a F for the vodka. F all you hoes.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. And fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. And fuck all you. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. And fuck all you hoes.
You know what? This is for Tito's closing statement since we're on it.
Introducing the one, the only, the Laugh Out Laugh Plush Pal Ticklish Tether.
I love Bush Beat.
Pull the tether and hear silly sayings, goofy giggles, and laugh attacks that keep the whole room cracking up.
I work hard, unlike the lazy akatas.
Ticklish Tether. Pull the string, start the giggles. Ticklish Tether is fun for all ages.
I want some egusi soup, nigga.
Pull the tether string and enjoy hours of laugh attacks that will keep you in stitches.
You FBI are jealous of my success, nigga.
Ticklish Tether. Fake degrees and musty t-shirts sold separately.
That shit is fucking gold. Quiet Storm sent me that. I think Aaron sent that to him for the drop. All right, but this is the last segment. Saul sent me this one, and this ties into the through line that we've been running all through here. And to Tito's point that he's always making, that it is an election season, and we're seeing it. They have been working overtime to drum up some sort of race-related thing to get black people riled up, so they can get behind the Democrats, etc., etc. And one of the most recent things was this Nolan situation. And it's not going the way. It's not going the way they thought it was going to go. Okay, yeah, Aaron did say it. It's not going the way they thought it was going to go. Because they have all the race baiters out there. Even mumble mouth Ben Crump fumbled it with the autopsy and stuff, even though it's still ongoing, etc., etc. But Saul sent me this, and I'm going to play it. But once again, in keeping with the theme. What pattern recognition is important, gentlemen. We tell you all the time, you guys got to think for your fucking selves. We can have a conversation, but we can't tell you what to think. You guys got to come to your own conclusion. But I will say this, that pattern recognition is a thing. And who do we see in terms of the usual suspects? Fruit mongers in every shape and form, and the designated Democratic shills, because it doesn't get any more goofier than Willie fucking D. Just the same goofy that said black men needed to be shot down for the brick lady who was Somalian, a tether, and lied, etc., etc. So Willie D is always has the uncanny ability to find himself on the wrong side of an argument or an issue consistently. It's an uncanny skill, one of the few things that have been gifted upon him, such that it is. So, I'm playing this from another device, so guys, real quick, let me know if you can hear this, in your browser.
You said, you know what? I think the people need to hear this.
When I was cleaning it up, what made me clean it up is because when I heard it the first time, when I heard it that morning, I have no idea when it was released, but when I heard it that morning of the 26th on Sunday morning, I heard some things that was already standing out to me even before cleaning it, and those things that I heard was already concerning, like it was troubling that what I thought I was hearing.
Oh, now we're trying to walk it back.
I actually started realizing, like, I think this is exactly what I heard. That's what made me want to put it out, to just make sure I'm not tripping. Like, y'all be the judge. This is what I heard, but don't take what I'm saying as facts. Like, I want y'all to listen to and see, like, let's converse about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what y'all think y'all are hearing.
It's to trust that you know exactly what you're doing. How can we trust you with this audio enhancement?
It's what I do for a living. It's literally my profession. I have a bachelor's in music production and a master's in entertainment business. But with that bachelor's in music production from Full Sail, they also taught, audio engineering and things like that.
Alrighty, let's talk about it. This woman had the audacity to go on this man's show and try to say that she was not spreading a narrative. And she was just trying to make sure that you all made up your own minds about what she knew she was hearing. An audio that she added an extra 20 seconds to the 𝐶𝐐 call connected to the Norm Wells case. She also tried to say that she was qualified because of her experience and knowledge and education in music production. And she tried to say that with her bachelor in music production, she had education in audio engineering. Let me explain why this is not accurate. You are not qualified, and you did try to push a narrative. And I will never stop calling you out.
Go ahead and come to the front of the room, Sarah. You utilize your platform time and time again to insult and oppress the voices of people that have genuine intentions, facing challenges that you have never faced. And if you did, if something ever happened to one of your children and you were in the same position as many of these mothers who are simply trying to figure out what happened, I am certain that you would want someone by the likes of my wife to come to your aid. For the sake of race baiting, spewing hate, and everything else that you do, you chose to utilize your platform to insult my wife, to incite harassment from the likes of your followers and people that think like.
Why do so many people trust iHerb for their health and wellness products?
Oh, this joint ain't got the ad blockers. My bad. Here we go.
And ship.
Wait. So we got to follow up on the latest pro-blackity-black grip, the grip that keeps on gripping. The race hustler Avengers have assembled around the Nolan Wales murder mystery. That's not really a mystery, right? And it's not really a murder, in my opinion. But everybody knows, okay? Everybody knows what happened with Nolan Wales. And in this video, we have to talk about how the pro-blackity-blacks and all their conspiracy theories continue to get debunked over and over again. And then they get mad and upset with people who tell the truth, right? Because the truth is apparently a threat to the pro-blacks, who basically are living in an alternative reality. They literally rely on lies and falsehoods and conspiracy theories in order to continue to push this idea that we're living in Jim Crow, right? That the white man is out here lynching black kids, right? Black teenagers, black men, and that's just not happening, right? The supply of racism is so little compared to the demand that they got to make it up, right? So in this case, you have Nolan Wales, who went missing on July 4th after going to an island with his white friends, and there's no proof or evidence whatsoever any foul play. But the pro-blacks have concluded that Nolan Wales was lynched, right, by his white friends simply because they're white and is Mississippi, right? Like, that's all they got, right? And they've tried to make up so many falsehoods and lies in order to make their conspiracy theory make sense, okay? And one of the latest falsehoods and lies that were pushed was this audio that was released involving the boat, right? When Nolan's friends left him on island, right? So Nolan's friends left on the boat to go back home. They had some issues with the boat and they had to come back and they had to call like the boat towing company or something, right? And during that phone call, you know, the audio that was released that was enhanced by a quote unquote sound engineer, right? This black woman, she made it sound like the kids on the boat were saying things that they weren't saying. Mainly that they were saying that, you know, Nolan's dead or, you know, that they killed Nolan. And at the time I said, like, obviously people are being tricked, right? Whoever enhanced his audio and put captions on it clearly was trying to make people believe that they're hearing something they're not really hearing, okay? Especially when you talk about audio that's really low, you try to enhance it, a lot of it is kind of jumbled up. You don't really know what you're hearing in the audio, but when you put captions on it, right, it tricks people's brains into believing that they're hearing something that they otherwise wouldn't think that they're hearing, just because, again, you have captions. It's a very, 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 like, obvious trick, and this is something I said from the beginning, and we know for a fact that in the audio, what this sound engineer claims that they said, right, wasn't actually what they said, because Nolan was not on the boat, right? We know this for a fact, and Officer Tatum went out of his way to debunk this along with TMZ.
Let's go to the tow call.
All right, bet that's all I need on that. No matter what you think about the Nolan Wells situation, if there is any foul play, let's the investigation go, do what it is, and whoever's guilty is guilty. That all that aside, this is to the point that they're doing with this. They're trying to generate another George Floyd. Who was it before this? It was Metcalf, right? It was the black kid with Austin Metcalf. Before that, that one. It grew some wings, some legs, and then it died out. That's my other thing. They've completely forgotten about the kid who killed the Metcalf boy. He was called celebrity for a minute. Now he's been convicted. They didn't just drop that bull cold. Now they just raised all this money for the Nolan boy. So my point with this is, however those cases play out, independent of my point of contention is, and I've said this before, is Dr. Tia Johnson said it. We've said it here. Is that it's and once again you got these two fruitmonger broads who are essentially witches, and this is what I'd be saying about this undertone of black male human sacrifice. The black man essentially is more valuable as a commodity within the community and then presented to the society at large dead. Everyone, family members, the mother, the sisters, everybody, they can go GoFundMe, raise on it, they get their 15 minutes of social media, etc., etc., etc. So it's everyone profiting off of the death of the black man, and then when he's alive, them trying to use him as a utility. That's my point of contention, as well as the race hustlers and the Democratic machine, because it's no coincidence. This is doctored audio, and she's made her way all the way to Democratic shill Commander-in-Chief Willie D. You can't make this shit up. So you sent me this one. It's all yours.
This is the point I was telling you about. You know, some of the sort of weeding in and out of different interest groups and stuff like that. make no mistake about these, witches. There is no allegiance to quote unquote to the community. They are gay first. You know what I mean. They just simply wear black skin as a way to chameleonize themselves into the community, cause chaos or whatever the case may be, and then go on back to the white people that they want to be proximate to. You know what I mean? And at the same time, make money off of quote unquote their so-called victimhood or whatever, because they obviously hate black men, right? Another thing is we need to really do better about our conversations and stuff like that. Making sure that we emphasize that none of these people actually deserve to speak on our behalf whatsoever in any regard. I don't think that we've been doing a good job at that, and so the more and more we press the issue and say, hey, we ain't in y'all spaces, we don't speak for y'all. You need to just kind of do your own thing. You know what I mean? And just do it like that. You know what I mean? Show the sort of hypocrisy when we start, quote unquote, speaking on behalf of black women and this, that, and the other. We already know they ain't gonna let that shit fly. You know what I mean? So I would say that this is something to really pay attention to when you have these so and so rules for radicals, trained novices and stuff like that, who think they know all about a quote unquote revolution, who are nothing but armchair activists or whatever the case may be, trying to rebel rouse so they can go ahead and create a pseudo revolution or whatever the case may be. So I want you all to just be mindful of these types. We all seen it with some of the lies that's going on with Claudine Gay. You know what I mean? We've seen some of the lies going on with our day at Cambridge and stuff like that. So they're starting to become this theme among those group of folks, the fruit mongers, that they are lying and go through various lengths to push an agenda. You know what I mean? So I like to at least open the sort of discussion there. I'll land my plane.
100. Shout out to Quiet Storm at the $5 super chat. He said that shit looks like Screwface from nigga, from the Steven Seagal movie Mark for Death. That's wild.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. And fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. And fuck all you. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. And fuck all you hoes.
Damn, Store said she was up there like, Acha, man got dead. That's from Mark for Death. That's hilarious. Yo, that's all yours. And then pass it to Tito so he can bookend this, and we can head off to closing statements to get up out of here. Oh, is he there? Oh, did he fall off?
No, I'm right. I
Okay.
myself. My bad. You know what really grinds my gears about these new modern day race hustlers. It was so easy back in the day. We had racial hoax here, racial hoax there. That was incredible. That you had to have a whole bunch of people say who done that to have something plausible. So all these people go ahead, go crazy, who they find, destroy their own towns and neighborhoods, riding for the so-called community for Black Pride. You know how this shit goes. Now we in the era of video recording. We can record this shit right from then and there. So we don't have a lot of racial hoaxes what happened of us that's not being manufactured by the so-called left or the so-called CIA or the government. They losing money. They losing so-called votes because they don't have no racial hijinks going on. That's why I call it basically now. It's hijinks. It's hijinks. They can't get too many niggas to commit crimes. I mean, we got team takeovers everywhere, but we can't get too many niggas to commit crimes, so we can't gun down in the streets. We ain't got too many people with mental disorders walking around here, so they can go ahead and do something crazy, go ahead and get gunned down mentally in the streets. They ran out all the so-called scenarios. They can't manufacture anything, so now they're gonna use something that's going in the news. Black boy with a bunch of white boys. He accidentally dies. Are we going to use this? This Keisha, this Snoop Dogg turn Shanae from Martin and two scenes. She literally tried to use that. She had a so-called bachelor's degree from Full Sail. Like
For Full Sail, right? I heard that.
Everest, Westwood. These colleges don't even around no more. When was the last time y'all seen a DeVry commercial, for fuck's sake?
Hey, get up, do something, be somebody. Right?
Be somebody, nigga. That's funny. What's the other one? Pierce College.
Pierce. Hey, ICDC.
ICDC
College. Shout out to Romeo. Yo, but for real though, she said she had a bachelor's degree from Full Sail University in music production. And look, my nigga, I got a whole a vocational certificate in said trade, and I ain't really spend no money at all. I could heard and did better than that. I swear to God. And Willie D, I know you looking for that one moment, like Eminem. You looking for that one shot to go ahead and have your own like little million people watching so-called YouTube channel. I know them Ghetto Boy reunion tour checks ain't working. Ain't getting that much residual as being the weakest nigga at the whole group. So I know you need this particular moment to get your new trajectory and civil rights rap career in action. So hey, yo, I respect the hustle, my nigga, but keep on reaching. I'll pass the mic there.
All right, facts, guys. We at the 151. Don't worry about we're gonna leak over to overtime. It's our last show for like 2 weeks and everything. So everybody, you can take your fucking time. Tito, take your time. You can book in this, and we'll slow walk into the closing statements. You don't gotta rush. Go ahead.
You know, I think that the left will be better served, and we go start calling this what it is. It's the we go call this smolatizing. When you try to
smolatizing.
Yeah, that's what we go call it. That's what it is. It's smolatizing. When you try to manufacture or falsify some type of racial attack or event or attempt at racial intimidation in order to try to promote the nationwide narrative that their racist attacks like this are pervasive. I keep telling people, man, that if you see a swastika painted somewhere, 9 times out of 10, a Democratic operative or somebody non-black, non-white did that. You can't get white people to participate in a. They've been scared straight, bruh. And you know who they've been scared straight by? They've been scared straight by the employment market. You know what I'm saying? They know that their racist shit is bad for business. A lot of people that's been identified on these random TikToks doing racist shit are homeless now, man. Y'all know that? Remember those guys that followed the black dude and one of them threatened to take. They had to stop him from taking out a gun. Those guys are in foreclosure right now. All 3 of them.
George Zimmerman's homeless and broke, but go ahead. Tito.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, this shit is bad for business. White people have been scared straight, bruh. They confine their racism to Twitter fingers. You know what I'm saying? They not coming out doing this over the top racist shit. And so the left has to do this smolatizing to try to keep it going, and so and SPLC was called doing it too. But they will be better off abandoning this shit because the technology is too good now. I mean, we to the point now where everybody basically has their own TV production studio in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? You got all type of apps. You can make a movie on the phone. not even an iPhone, a regular phone. You could probably make a movie right now if you got enough apps. Probably make a movie on the damn Samsung A56 right now, bro. The technology is too good to get away with this shit. This ain't the 70s where niggas was gluing two fucking pie pans together and throwing them in the air and taking a picture of that shit, talking about it was a UFO. You're not getting away with this type of shit no more. So they should let this fucking smolatization go. This smolatizing, because it's only hurting they fucking cause. It is. This and it's crazy because it ends up being so embarrassing and so anticlimactic when they have this giant buildup, you know what I'm saying, to all these racial incidents where the racism is supposed to be so bad, only for you to find out it was a big ass fucking nothing burger. It's utterly fucking ridiculous, and it happens to them every time, but they keep doing it and keep doing it. And then when one of them gets discovered, they just go sleepwalking right into the next one. And you would think that they would stop doing it. It's absolutely fucking stupid. And I'll land my plane now.
Mic check. Mic check.
My bad. That's me. I muted myself. I was saying, Tito, that's spot on. And we've had these conversations several seasons in. But to the last point you made, Tito, I just think that it speaks to the conversation we have, and the point that you've been making is that the long list or the bag of tricks that the Democrats have had to rile up the black community in mass, in particular the quiches and the old niggas, and then the masses in general. They're basically running out of firepower, and like I was saying earlier, they haven't updated their playbook to the new social media reality and the way that information travels in the algorithm, and how things go viral, and how they take root in different different pockets of the internet, that these things aren't working on. And what we're seeing is a bunch of freaking Hail Marys. What we're watching right now is a bunch of freaking Hail Marys. Okay, all right, Irv, I'll send you all my drops. But you want the Democrats are gay? If you're a black male Democrat, you're gay. Is this the one you want, Irv?
Any man who say he votes for or is affiliated with the Democratic Party, especially a black man, is gay.
Gay? Shot. Yo, it ain't real so much that he even used the talking point. I couldn't have said it the way he did it. It's the pause before the it's just spot on. And the fact that he got the old Southern preacher voice, fucking gold. Fucking gold. Yo, shout out Phil Watt for the goddamn building. With the $5 super chat, he said, Claude Cove said, F all you hoes. Straight up, one more time for the people in the cheap seats.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. And fuck all you hoes. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. And fuck all you. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do. And fuck all you hoes.
All right, bet. All right, I'll send you the classics. I'll send you a whole batch. And I keep telling you guys, if you guys want memes, I got gigs worth of memes. What you call? Let me know. I'll email you a shitload of memes. You guys put your community tabs to work. The meme warfare works. And I have the official paper from DARPA. I'll email it to you. The meme I sent it to Saul like years ago. The meme warfare is a legit thing, and it works. It's actually probably the most effective tool that we have. There you go, Simeon Toko, spot on. He said, "Yep, they're still selling slavery porn, and civil rights trauma, 100%." Champs first with the $2 super chat. He said, 8 out of 9, my birthday. Oh damn, really, bro? Happy birthday, bro. Replay gang and F all you hoes. Damn, man. All right, bet you guys hanging out with us on your birthday, man. Gotta love it. Appreciate you guys.
Man, fuck all you hoes. Fuck you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. Fuck all you hoes. Don't give a damn, bitch, what you wanna do.
And Phil says happy birthday. All right, spot on, guys.
Yeah,
we're at
happy
the,
birthday too, man.
yeah, happy birthday, Playboy. Guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. We're gonna do closing statements in a minute, but
I dropped you something. See if that's worth even covering. The bridge.
you dropped something in the
Yo, back in your phone.
and what what do you call it in Google Voice?
Yeah.
All right, okay, I'll have to open it up. Give me a second. So guys, we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna do closing statements here, but this is our last show for probably like another 2 weeks, so we'll keep everybody posted on the community chat. But that being said, here's a quick extra for you guys, because the other piece of propaganda they're pushing for men during the Democratic season is this, the pseudo male loneliness epidemic. So here's a piece of red meat.
Women don't have a romantic relationship, oftentimes pour a lot of that energy back into their friend network and their professional lives.
I'm fuming. I'm on fire. I'm mad because I care more about you than you care about me, and that's how it's always fucking gone. I'm tired of it.
When women don't have a romantic relationship, oftentimes pour a lot of that energy back into their friend network and their professional lives.
I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm tired of feeling so much. I'm tired of being in my head. I hate it. I'm angry.
I like the way you cry, girl.
And if anybody's been paying attention on TikTok, female crash out content is on the rise. They are crashing out left and right, having full blown meltdowns because social media is their diary now. And they're having full blown crash outs on TikTok, and it's trending everywhere. Anybody can take a piece of that before we get closing statements if you want.
Hey, don't they have equality? I mean, so let them eat all the steak, all the gimme that's all let them eat all that. I mean, this is what they wanted. Look, why should I go ahead and fight for a chick that been trying to run away and use every loophole to get away from me? And why should I go ahead and stick gang to a chick to go ahead and basically take and pay her bills? Why should I go ahead and protect something that tells me they ain't gonna listen to me at all, which is basically prevention is the best medicine, which I won't have to protect the monkey ass at all. Oh, my favorite. Why should I go ahead and listen to her cry about all the other niggas that she asking me to go ahead and get right so they can act right just for her? I let my finger.
Spot on. And whatchamacallit, Simeon said it. Liberals invent the male loneliness. We're good. Exactly. That's a psyop. And Quiet Storm say there's an infestation of Keisha crash outs on TikTok. He said, did the bear blocker, y'all wallet. Tito, y'all want a piece of this? Because the female loneliness epidemic is actually real. It's being studied. They're the number of women on medication is through psychotropic drugs is through the roof.
That that
Go ahead.
that seems like just a very embarrassing thing to end up doing for a group of people that's been telling us for the better half of the majority of the past 50 years that they don't need a man. If nobody needs a man, I don't see why you end up with these crash out videos of these women talking about what niggas do, all of this shit. And as an aside to that, they always talk about how much smarter they are than men. Then how do you talk about how much smarter you are and then talk about how you got manipulated by somebody? I thought you were smarter. And then y'all talk about that y'all mature faster than men, but then on the other side of your mouth, you gripe about age different relationships. I just don't get it. Y'all motherfuckers got to pick a side. But this shit, these videos are very. It's a very bizarre part of human behavior to witness. You know what? When I see crash outs like that, I kind of wonder, like thousands of years from now, if future humans or even another civilization came here and found these video files, what they would think of that shit. What would they think was going on in human civilization at this time to see such, just chaotic displays of idiocy by people who are supposed to be reportedly adults. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have relationship problems. A lot of people have problems getting into relationships or continuing relationships, but to like document your failure and your folly like that is just it's almost like it's a spectacle that it's terrible, but you almost have to watch it like you see, somebody getting into a bad accident or a train wreck or two animals fighting to the death. I found it in the same category with that. I'll let my plane there.
Yo, outspoken introvert said Melissa Fort Billions be like, he's talking about the chicks crashing out. That's funny as
Women
shit.
don't have a romantic relationship, oftentimes pour a lot of that energy back into their friend network and their professional lives.
I'm fuming. I'm on fire. I'm mad because I care more about you than you care about me, and that's how it's always fucking gone. I'm tired of it.
And women don't have a romantic relationship.
And you know what? That high yellow bitch, what she really should be angry about is the fact that she ain't got no motherfucking edges. It looks so bad when them high yellow bitches ain't got no edges. It look bad enough for a dark skin or brown skin girl, but by them being yellow, that thin and that shit just stand out, man. That's one of the things that started to make me hate my ex, the motherfucking edges. I hate that shit. I hate that.
Makes that forehead bigger. Makes that forehead bigger too.
I hate that shit. You bitches be looking like the motherfucking Klingon hoes off Star Trek. Who the fuck? Like, oh man, just wear your hair natural, man. That shit look you bitches walking around looking like fucking RoboCop. Drop the gun, citizen. Face ass.
Drop the gun, citizen. Storm said Idiocracy was not just a movie, it was a warning. Go ahead, Storm, that's yours.
I'm gonna say this about this chick or whatever the case may be, man. It's so damn bad that even the ups, I wouldn't even call it upscale, I would call it mid-scale casual dining has downgraded to Waffle House. You know what I'm saying? Anybody seen Chili's lately? They on their last leg. You know what I mean? For those West Coasters, like, Sizzlers. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like, ain't nobody going nowhere. Ain't nobody spending no money or whatever the case may be. And if you listen to her in particular, it's not even necessarily about, you know what I'm saying, not being able to find a man, because they very well could. There's enough simps out here to do it. They're that stupid and self-destructive. What it is they don't have the ability to have the man they want and control. That's the undercurrent here. That control. You know what I'm saying? You know, I care more about you than you about me, right? That's indicative of the fact that, you know, that damn indifference, like I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'm the prize. The level of infused pride and self-determination along with esteem from an ethnic standpoint when it comes to black men is a problem for them. You know what I mean? It's a kryptonite. You know what I mean? So I would say this, man, and I was just having this conversation earlier today, man. Be careful of the types of things that you do around these broads and information that they know about you, because they're always looking to, would you say, in this sort of game of tug of war to find a way to get a leg up when it comes to power, right? So, like, for example, in any relationship, a chick, not only is she wondering whether or not, you know what I'm saying, she's secure in the relationship, she's also wondering, you know, whether or not she is the prize and that the buck ends with her, you know what I'm saying, and that she leads the relationship, you know what I mean, right? And how they do that is finding out something about you that's embarrassing or upsetting, or even when you're emotionally vulnerable and you tell them about it, it's going to come up in your face, right? Let's say, for instance, if, you know, you was out there hustling, you know what I'm saying? She going to talk about that. You know what I mean? Let's say that, you know, you out there, you know, doing something you ain't had no business doing. You know what I mean? She going to talk about that. She's going to use that as leverage. And guess where these bitches learned it from? None other than the DNC, because that's their tactics. When they can't do nothing with you that they want you to do, right? They use that as leverage. You know what I mean? So there's no surprise in a party that's ruled by black women, you're seeing it on a major scale. I'll land my plane there.
No, 100% spot on. Quiet Storm said they can't control the narrative. They can't control them with their musty box anymore, and they damn sure can't control them physically. They need the simps to help them, but those are drying up as well, 100%. All right, and then this is our last segue. I actually was going to
Probably that dry ass pussy she got too. It seemed like red bitches pussy don't get wet unless they 170 or better. I swear.
Nigga said 170 or better. Sacrilege.
I literally concur with that. Also, can we also agree that Scott Galloway need to lay off his soy milk and his coffee or something like that? Because nigga been real estrogen lately with his talking points and whatnot.
Oh no, he getting paid for that. We didn't cover that. The DNC that hired him for marketing and for rollout and to reach out to the men. He's actually co-hosts another podcast with the goofy small hat bro with the glasses from the Five, the one that's there's another Democratic operative. Bro, it's all in our face, orchestrated, funded, and paid for. They are definitely making their foray into the social media landscape because mainstream media is dead. It's hard for they got a severe whipping from the laptops and cell phone mafia. It just is what it is. Saul sent me this. I actually was gonna. I posted this on the community tab, and I was actually gonna try and cover this as well. It just didn't make the cut tonight. We were probably going to probably circle back to it when we came back and did another stream. But right on with this, the headline says how Black Lives Matter created Jason Arde, and he's like he is the DEI trifecta. Gay, trans, black, male, supposedly has autism. He's got every single box that is imaginable. And it turns out everything was fabricated, etc., etc. And ugly. And he made his way to Cambridge, but this is reminiscent of the Claudine Gay debacle, who was also Haitian. Another one lauded for how wonderful and the first it is. Cambridge in particular is a major blow because they were still one of the last bastions of elite academia, and we see this whole DEI globalist agenda finally now taking no prisoners, and it's basically what do you call it? Delegitimizing all of these supposed bastions of high academia, et cetera, et cetera. Most of these universities now, aside for the name and the title, unless you're going for, once again, STEM, engineering, possibly a lawyer, med school, there's really no point in attending even the most prestigious of universities, except for have the name and if you're going to join like one of the Phoenix clubs or something like that, or Skull and Bones. But aside from that, they're just globalist liberal indoctrination camps, and this is quite the blow to Cambridge. Saul, you're lettered. Saul's a bit of an academic snob, if you will, in the best way, of course. But your take?
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna come out ignorant with this. This nigga thought that he was gonna eat charcuterie in the cloisters and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he beyond the halls of academia, and you know what I'm saying, underneath the Gothic sculptures and shit like that. Man, shut your bitch ass up, you old fake ass nilly vanilly looking ass, fruit mongering ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You sat up there and you cheated, you copied people, you know what I'm saying? You was gonna bully your way through the system, and they caught your ass. And what he would have done was graduate, you know what I'm saying? Been a thought leader, been a consultant, made a bunch of money, shitting on black men. You know what I'm saying? And somehow or another we would have eased in there. Somehow or another we would have bullied him, or this, that, and the third. And of course, this would have been a problem. I'm glad that to a certain extent, them white boys, you know what I'm saying, across the pond actually did us a solid, you know what I'm saying, and snuck him out before he could even do any damage.
No, he did do damage. He's a full-blown professor at Cambridge. He's teaching classes and everything.
I mean, any more damage per se.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But, I say this, as somebody who is an academe, and somebody who does have empiricism when it comes to training or whatnot, for those who know me, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Know that, these are the types that, you know what I mean, who are the people who would normally be in the back of the classroom digging in their nose, you know what I mean? People that sit in front of the bus who had shit thrown at them and shit like that for just being weirdos, you know what I mean? You can't out academic your way out of being lame, you know what I'm saying? And the world is seeing that. I'll land my plane there.
Yo, Irvin, that's not a joke. That's what they're actually calling him. They're calling him the Milli Vanilli of academia. They're really calling him that on the internet, especially because that's the way he looks. But this is like DEI on steroids. It's like Cambridge picked they had like every DEI box that they could check, and they found one person to be the avatar, because I mean technically he's a black woman too. It's crazy, bro. Either Tito or Mr. O, you guys can have that, and we'll get out of here and do closing statements.
Yo, Milli Vanilli and Terrence Trent D'Arby, you know what I'm saying? Love child right here, bro. You can't make this up. I mean, what can I start, bro? What can I start? So this is the most unique snowflake. Yo, this is the most unique of all snowflakes that I have ever seen come across my social feed or even my news feed in all my existence. Like this motherfucker said that he had did a whole entire like 300 miles in 3 days.
No, 600 miles. He ran 600. He's got all these stories, yeah, but 600 miles, bro.
600 miles. No. What really got me, and I called BS, and I was like, you can't make this ish up. I need my own show. If this fudge packer right here, it get all this news publicity in 15 minutes of fame. God damn. Like this motherfucker say he was in a documentary 31 years before he was born.
31 years before he was born, 100%. But you hit it on the head. He got so far because he's a fudge packing professional. So he packed a lot of fudge on his way to the top.
Y'all not understanding. He's done more than Forrest Gump did, my nigga.
Yeah, he's done more than Forrest Gump did.
He was the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Fucking handball, fucking, champion of China. This motherfucker, went to the moon. This motherfucker, was there with Magic Johnson and showed Magic Johnson the no look. And he showed, you know what I'm saying, your boy from the 𝐷𝐐 commercial how to be the most distinguished man in the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, but that's facts though. That's facts though. Like he being hyperbolic, but that's facts though. That's the type of shit this nigga was doing. And like I said, because he's a professional fudge packer, on his way to being debunked, he packed fudge, and people are like, well, he packed some fudge. We'll just ignore that. Yeah, that's really what's
going on. He has a
on.
whole bakery for packing fudge, man.
Look, he makes the world's most interesting man look boring. Like he all the what's the name, so-called quote unquote snowflake quotables of all time, man. And can't say it, man. I'm gonna pass the mic here. Yo, why he look like my boy lights out James Tony in the face with these I'm passing it to Tito. My bad.
Go ahead, Tito. It's all yours, man. We get closing statements to get out of here.
See, this is what I talk about in the modern day with these people on this Walter Mitty shit. This is just one of them. A lot of people do this. I guess this is an outgrowth of the absurdity of modern society and the internet, where nobody can just be like I say. I'm probably the only regular person that's on YouTube. A lot of these other guys, they talk about they making six figures. Niggas like Sergeant Willie B talking about they the same size as OC Umenyiora that played for the Giants and all type of shit. No, literally, that nigga says he's like fucking like 6'4", 280 or some shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. If you was, you wouldn't even be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? But this is this Walter Mitty shit. This is how the internet made people. And I guess if people ain't gonna just receive their 15 minutes of fame in the future, like Andy Warhol said in the 70s, I guess they claw their way to it with lies. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that all of these set asides and initiatives and freebies and shit are extended to these people is what makes these people do this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And they know that at the end of the day, it's not going to be any accountability for them. But then I hate to say it, but you ever heard of Nutrier? I'm sure Mr. O have, because he's from the area.
You talking about Nutrier High?
Remember when they had that cheating scandal with Nutrier?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They left all of them back. Them white kids had real, and them Asian kids had real motherfucking consequences. They left all of their ass back. And I'm sure that a lot of them probably had a great difficulty getting into college, if at all. But
Tech too, Lane Tech too. They got caught cheating too.
Yep, they did. Yeah, they did too. Because I mean, they got the academic reputation, pressure was on them. I'm not condoning what they did, but but this right here, people do this shit like him because they know it's no accountability, because they know they've been given a blank check by their society. I'll let my plane now.
All right, excellent.
So Steinmetz, Lane Tech, and Whitney Young, all three of these high schools got literally caught cheating, and they probably one with three other most respectable high schools, not only in the city of Chicago but throughout the whole top country.
Not the nation, my nigga. I heard of Nutrier. That shit is in North Shore and shit.
Yeah. Notice you ain't see Kenwood in there.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, that's a wrap. Let's get closing statements to get out of here. We got the 2 hours.
The fuck out of their ass. That's why you ain't see Kenwood in there.
That's why you ain't see Kenwood. All right, we're at the 2 hour 23 minute mark. This is officially overtime. Let's get closing statement to wrap. Like I said, you guys can take your time. Let's do Mr. O at the top.
Why are they gay? Vic Mensa, Saucy Santana. This Clarissa Shield lookalike on the screen. Why are they gay? I'm just trying to use why they coming with all these rainbow mafia fudge packers to come out straight black men to do their so-called dirty bending. I mean bidding. They using Vic Mensa, Saucy Santana. They using all these so-called agendas to go ahead and poison the minds of the free thinking straight black man to go ahead and come back to a plantation so he could be still used as a utility for his own demise. And we are saying no. Y'all can use all these so-called fake hoaxes and everything, trying to make all these racial damn, I can't think straight with this damn butt of my sister. But you know what I'm trying to say, psyops. We're not gonna fall for it no more. We're not going ahead and fall for your okie dokes no more. You're not gonna put the battery in our back to go ahead and fight the Keisha's war no more. We're done. I land my plane there.
All right, bet. You know what? We're actually for that last segment with the professional fudge packery. We are due for a pause.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Pause. What I'm. Yeah, crazy. I'm growing. I don't care. It was crazy.
Pause, guys. Pause here. That was hard. I know that was hard.
Pause. Hey, yo, pause, man.
I know that was difficult.
No,
my head game is crazy. Like you
pause that.
Hey,
that's crazy. Pause that.
Me too. International Quad Storm.
Any man who say he votes for or is affiliated with the Democratic Party, especially a black man, is gay.
All right, I got a request for some boobs.
Wow from the crowd. How do you like this show?
You want tits? I got tits. You want ass? I got ass. What more do you want from me?
I got this.
Bruh.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's why you never see Keisha's at baseball games. They can't. They don't look the part. But go ahead.
All right, bet. What you call it? Saul, closing statement, sir.
Bro, as I entered the arena to actually speak on this or whatever the case may be, they don't want us men getting together and congregating and actually identifying this as a strategy and tactics of the fruit monger or whatnot. They want to nullify from us being able to even publicly state anything about it because they figure that, you know, most of us have this sort of fear of our reputation of being quote unquote called you know, fruity, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? There is room for that. There is room to actually address these things. Obviously, you know, and not lean into them. And we've been fairly consistent. We've said this, and we've said this before, right? We've said this before the sort of quote unquote naked stuff came out against Roland Martin. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about the earlier stuff, not this most recent stuff, right? And then of course that happened, right? Then you see Andrew Gillum, family man down in Florida, Democratic hopeful. That happened. Claudine Gay. That happened. You understand what I'm saying? Like this keeps coming up over and over and over and over. You know, so one has to really, I mean, even you know, this guy here, Vic Mensa, you know what I'm saying? Right? This seems to be very, very common in the formula and need us to actually, you know, like continue to prove our case with evidence over and over and over. Now it's pretty obvious when it came to a lot of the black lesbians and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But more recently, we're actually starting to really, really highlight how big this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Because all of them quote unquote down low people that they're talking about are actually revealing themselves. They're not guys on our side that we would normally like socialize with or interact with. These are the people that they use as shields. Anybody going extra, hard in the paint, pause for this, democratic shit is for real fruity. Make no mistakes about it. Yes, that includes Willie D bitch ass too. Okay, I'll land my plane.
Well played. Tito, it's all yours. Take us home, and like I said, feel free to take your time.
Okay, what I was talking about in my opening statement about them, I think that you're going to start seeing them trying to market the DSA or market communism through a lot of these bread tubers. This week I will be presenting a series of collegiate level, PhD level lectures about the truth about communism. Now, I do expect to be financially compensated because this is something that you can't readily find, even if you did go to one of these high dollar colleges, because of the extreme lack of diversity of thought. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an awful lot of history in it, economics research and all of that. It's a lot. The communist is very, very dishonest with you when they present a lot of their arguments, and at the end of the day, it's just about power, like it always was, and it's really about the tyranny of the majority. But just you'll see what I had to present as we move into this week. I'll land my plane now.
All right, well played, sir. Once again, thanks to my panel for showing up. This is I don't even know what episode is this. 41 of season 9, which is crazy to say. Once again, I can't do the show without my guys. So salute to them. With regard to the channel, as you guys know, this is a subscriber-supported channel. We are officially shadow banned. So salute to everybody that's a member, and salute to you guys who show up in a goddamn chat every Sunday like clockwork. You guys make your way in here, and we have a very good conversation. You guys are involved in the conversation, and it helps push the direction of the show. So we definitely have something special going on here. And like I said, apparently it's effective because a lot of the conversation that happens here on Sunday, like to Saul's point regarding the boomerang effect, we end up consuming it somewhere else on social media, if not even on the YouTube platform, on another platform. So once again, laptops and cell phones. We appreciate you guys for showing up, supporting the stream, and supporting the other content creators on this Sunday panel, and that show up during the week. Mr. O, Tito, you know I repost Tito stuff during the week, so you guys can either watch it on the replay or show up on the streams. This is the last show in Colombia for 2026. I'm on the plane in about 72 hours or so, Lord willing. So you guys wish me a safe flight. I'll keep you posted on the community tab when the next Sunday show is. I'm looking at a 2-week hiatus. I'll let my guys know. I got to get situated in Peru. That being said, man, we can't do the goddamn show without you. We appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I think I posted on the community tab last week or week before. I think we reached like 18 million views or something. So thank you guys for watching. For some reason, our subscriber count is back up. We were flatlined for months. We got like 91 subscribers in the last 7 days for some reason. So I don't know what that's about. I'm happy about it. Once again, I'll post it on the community tab when we're out. I'll let you guys know when I land safe. Guys, safe travels. Thanks, gentlemen. one way or another, hook or crook, we have built a community over here, and I think that we are still definitively the people's goddamn champ. Like lump it or leave it, like it or love it, with a little channel that could. That being said, man, once again, salute to my to the gentlemen on my panel helping me run this goddamn channel and bring you guys quality content. And like I always say right about now, good night and good luck.
Here's another classic. The definition of hip hop. Here's another classic. The definition. Chemistry. Here's another classic. The definition of hip hop. Here's another classic. The definition. Chemistry. Here's another classic.
Arlene, I have
$7,000.
$7,000 is her bid on this showcase. $7,000 it is. Now, the actual retail price of your showcase is $9,218, a difference of $2,218. Shari, you must be closer than $2,218. You bid $6,000 and the actual retail price is $8,602, a difference of $2,602. You win, Arlene. Are you ready? Jay, she's all right. Take care of her there. She's faded. I wouldn't shoot her down there on the floor. No, let her have a little privacy. Bob Barker say goodbye, everybody.
This is Johnny Olson after the taping telling you that the winning contestant, Arlene, recovered immediately from the shock of her win and is delighted with her prizes. This is Johnny Olson speaking for The Price is Right.